But
Try-
then I was like,
trying to get that celestial theodolite, bro. You trying to pick one up at Wally?
He might be having mic problems because I've gave him mic twice.
Yeah, I vote that's an imposter.
Nice.
That our Witsit would have been able to figure this out by now. What do you guys think?
Stone's supposed to come through as well at some point to talk about the shadow sets argument. There's an addition to the shadow set argument, boys. I'll let Stone take that one because that's his little baby that he just hatched.
Dude, who'd have thought you could fight the globe Earth with basic triangles again?
Oh, dude.
Like it was so close. We had it so close.
The year of the triangle, bro?
Yo.
There he is. Hold up, man.
Yo.
Yeah, I kept on your voices kept going out every time I jumped up.
yeah, it's just
Classic Twitter.
technology. Yeah, and my co-host want to mute everybody.
Hey, I was trying to check for requests and it moved the mute button over on
Dude,
me.
how rude. Did your thumb get bigger? Is that what you just argued?
There was some refraction involved, you said?
There was some
Hell yeah.
It was contraction.
The hell of refraction.
Dude, he was like, they moved the button on me. That's like an old person being like, my email's down. But when they mean is, I don't know how to use my computer.
Yo, what's this I hear about the analytic refraction?
The analytic? That's
Dude, we got a celestial theodolite, and we have a window that makes a triangle.
So yeah, just make sure I got this right here. You check the position of the star in relation to some landmark, say a mountain. So I guess like the relative angles, the elevation angle of the mountain in relation to the background star. And yeah, for it to be on a globe, then it would have to be in an apparent location, but the accuracy in the relative angle shows that it's an actual position.
It shows where it actually was at that time to get occluded. Yep.
And the angle from the mountain precisely matches the angle you can calculate from the observer, right? Because it's on the same flat level plane.
Yep. And to kind of rephrase what you said originally to start off the prediction, you start with the mountain peak and then just getting the angle to, whatever star would be occluded at that angle. And you just wait till you have a star that intersects with that crosshair. Find out what star you want to use.
Can you walk us through that and how they're turning this into a globe measurement?
Absolutely. 1 second.
Well, I mean, they're not. They're just trying to. They can strawman it and then turn that into a globe argument.
Yo, yeah, I definitely want to hear it all broken down. But guess what? Apparently, may happen. Apparently, I may be debating Jeran on MDV.
Nice, bro. Who could have saw that coming? It was me. I saw it coming.
Man,
Really, dude?
I don't know what the hell's going on with that dude.
I didn't see it coming. I thought there was no way. I mean, I thought he made it pretty clear publicly. He's like, for all those people that keep asking, obviously, no, I'm not going to be debating.
Did he challenge you or
Austin. Well, James messaged me and was like, yo, would you be down to have like the most epic flat earth debate ever with your boy Jeran? And I said, he would never, to be honest. And he said, oh, yes, he would. I've already talked to him. And I was like,
oh, stop.
Oh, he's getting all ballsy, huh?
Yeah. Well, good luck, man.
Unintentional good pun.
How you guys think I should do it?
Oh, dude. Yes.
You have to.
Mercilessly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's going to be bringing all the same stuff that Duffy is saying, I imagine, because that must be what's giving him confidence.
He's gonna slide up on me with some begging the question, affirming the consequent nonsense. That's what way, right?
He has to go through it, bro.
He's gonna
hold his feet to the fire, Austin. Definitely.
Oh, if I do the debate, then it's gloves off. It's intellectual gloves off. I mean, I could just foresee that having some type of consequences. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh,
It'll be cool. It'll be fine.
I guess he's kind of asking for it. Yeah.
Kind of.
If he's down to do it, I mean, do it. If not, other people will do it.
He's going to tear you up with that Home Depot analogy.
Nah, man, I wake up at night thinking about the Home Depot.
They're going to
Nobody
present the
forgets that one.
long-lorded converging meridians terrestrial measurement. They said they have.
I
Oh,
just
so
don't
you're
seem to have it, bro. Like, because from my understanding, even in person, I was trying to talk to him. So like, we got back from the trip, and on the flight back is when he said he thinks it might be a sphere. I was like, what? Like, what? I was trying to talk to him, and I'm like, every time I would bring up FE evidence, he would just say, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Everything else says that the Earth is not a globe, but with this, it has to be, or something like that. I'm like, what the
wow.
what? Yeah. So I guess my point is, it seems like kind of his whole approach here is like, no, I don't know any rebuttals for all of this flat Earth evidence or falsification of the globe, but I don't see how this observation could work on a flat Earth, and it matches the globe perfectly. Therefore, Earth's a globe. Like, I think that's his position, right? So it's like,
Well, yeah, I thought he would bring
or
only TFE stuff, like specifically. That's why he would debate you. Because like before this, he would never debate you. And they said with that, whenever he would, get doubt, he would just watch you debate and then get confidence, right? So like, how would he go from that position to I can take him?
no, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, it's like obviously everyone knows what that is, right? It's like fundamentally an appeal to incredulity. That's what it actually is. He's incredulous. He's saying he doesn't understand how the Earth can be flat with any other map than that, and he doesn't understand how the sun
Yeah.
could work that way on a flat Earth. So it can't be flat. Like, it's an appeal to incredulity.
Yeah, he clearly didn't understand the map as a projection flattened out. Like he thought, like you might have thought that Australia was literally that size. Might have mistook the vertical, like the azimuthal distance scaling with southern latitudes as actual, like you must think that's what Earth looks like to have it be debunked for you, because otherwise the Mercator, you can't debunk one azimuthal projection and not have the Mercator be debunked, or any other cylindrical equal area debunked. It just doesn't work that way. It's just a different projection of the same data. So then I don't know how he kept repeating that and over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's like, yikes, I'm gonna take like a pretty extended step away and then come back and have to debate Jiren. Like, what has happened?
It's been rough in these streets, dude. I guess I don't know. People would be going crazy.
Yeah, everybody be talking trash. I just be chilling.
I'm surprised he challenged you and not uh, the boy Flatsoid or the Sovereign.
Well, I think it's James' idea, honestly, because the story's juicy. He's gonna make a killing, right? Like, he's gonna get lots of super chats. So
Hey, Witsit, did you get to hear Elizabeth on Strange World? I forget what version it was, but her and Mark and some DJ guy were talking at about 2 hour in some show, and he spilled the beans on freaking Jeran. He goes, if I come back, and I'm believe in NASA, they got to me.
well, I don't think he says he believes in that, right?
Well, isn't he doing videos saying how rocket launches prove space or something? I haven't been watching, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
I literally have no idea.
I think he's specifically saying rocket launches prove space or curvature. I gotta really look at the argument he's making, but he's definitely using rocket launches now.
He's using "we don't understand" scale.
And I think I've heard something about. I will say this though, like, cause I was messaging him about the summits, because I guess that's kind of getting.
We lost you, man. Is it me?
Your mic cut out, Brody.
Now we lost him.
All right. $2025 technology, boys and girls.
Yeah, he's back. Toss him the mic there.
Where's he at?
What Jeran was saying with the rockets is he's like 175 miles away or whatever, and he can see it at, I don't know, 30 seconds or something like that. So that means Earth's a globe, right?
Yeah,
You
what-
know,
yeah,
Out of breath.
I heard
what was
that.
he saying?
I heard it one time. I started laughing. I didn't listen to it again.
Didn't Dave give him an answer about a cloud deck or something? I don't understand even the argument nor the refutation.
Yeah, it's kind of silly, but that's what he's saying.
He pulled out this diagram of a ball, and then he started zooming in on it and said, "We don't understand scale because here's where we're at on this, and everything we're going to see is." I mean, he used the scale argument, man. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now, Jeran? Really?
Yeah, it's all very surreal.
What's up, Mr. Xavier?
Yeah, I was just taking a while looking for things. Here's a long and short of my perspective on this. As far as not being aware of what you were saying, here's why it's complete bullshit. I'm going to try to hold two devices. This is the Jiren understanding the implications of the orbital velocity that's predicted with the globe Earth model not being what it is, why it can't be what it is. So regardless of him being a globe earther now, quote unquote, he'd have to throw out a lot of things, which he does understand. How do we know that he understands? Let me see.
Copernicans of that day were not about to accept the prima facie results of Michelson's experiment. They knew the catastrophic scientific, cultural, and religious implications if it was experimentally shown that the Earth is fixed in space. Pressured to provide a scientific answer to the world, they searched for a way to make it appear that the first light beam did indeed provide 6/6 of the retarded speed required for an Earth moving around the sun. To do so, they thought up of an ingenious but devious explanation. As noted above, they claimed the Earth's movement around the sun contracted the metal enclosure in which the first light beam traveled. If the length of the housing is contracted, then the first light beam does not need to travel as far as when the housing is not contracted. This would account for why the speed of the two light beams did not differ much. With this contrived explanation, they proposed to the world that the contraction of Michelson's apparatus was the reason the Earth appeared to be motionless. In effect, if someone said to them, "You claim the Earth is moving, but you admit you cannot detect that movement by any experiment," they would retort, "Well, we can't detect it because every time we try and do so, the length of the experimental apparatus shrinks just enough to conceal the movement, which makes it impossible to measure the Earth's movement." From start to finish, the whole enterprise.
And so it's not a matter of ignorance. He sold out.
He's sold out, man. He's
It's,
now.
hold on, let me finish. I really need to get this out. It's not about if he sold out. It's a matter of when he sold the fuck out. And he's throwing everybody under the bus. He's throwing Shane under the bus with his model. He's throwing you under the bus. He's throwing Dave, who has been defending him and showing how, listen, some of this stuff that you guys are critiquing, there's some validity, but there's some of them are not. And here's the why. Here's the drone, et cetera, et cetera. And he's calling his boy, and you're closer to him than any of us, that he's full of shit. It's not. Is it even a choice that you have to retort? The thing that bothers me is, why hasn't this happened already? We don't even need him to accept a debate. Just tear up everything he has. He's one of the biggest flat earthers that converted, quote unquote, converted. And it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. And it's looking guilty by association why nobody's attacking him. I'm just going to outright say it. It's looking really sus. Right now, we're in a spiritual war. He understands the importance of God. And excuse my language, Christians, this is the biblical space. He said Jesus could suck his dick. Okay? Him and his wife want to know if they can summon Satan. He sold out way before he went down there. Period. Nobody alienates their audience that is predominantly Christian by going crazy like that. So
bro.
in conclusion to that.
Hey,
Hold on, dude, hold on. In conclusion to that, there's a lot of science that he can't ignore. Aries, Michelson, that he knows about, and he contributed to these arguments. What was he, editing his videos and went completely retarded? No, he knows the arguments. He knows the arguments. He sold out. It's not if he sold out, it's a matter of when. And I think it's our responsibility. And I didn't want to take on I was going to actually do the arguments, but it's your guys' arguments. I don't know Shane's model. He's throwing Shane under the bus. I didn't like. I communicated to Shane, and as soon as it happened, like, bro, how do you feel about this? And he's not really caring about it. That's his choice. But I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling that. So he's coming at you guys. He's not coming at me. I don't understand why there's a passive attitude on this. He's being a complete asshole. Not just, oh, he's converted. He's being a complete asshole. He needs to be taken down yesterday.
So as to selling out, I don't. Oh, so go ahead, Brian.
Oh, I feel you 100% on that. Go ahead. I feel your sentiment there, Xavier. 100%. Go ahead, Sam. I'm sorry.
It's all good. As to selling out, I don't know. You do make some pretty good points, but I think a huge factor at play is the treatment that he's received from so many quote unquote flat earthers after he came back about just some of the vile stuff, coupled with the gaslighting that's happening from Globers. Like, I don't know if you guys happen to see the stream that he did with McToon, but you could just see the cheerfulness in McToon's eyes, like he's breaking up the family. You know, it's Austin's good friend, and I'm gonna split this team apart. So I think it's a combination of a lot of things. The selling out, I mean, you do make some good points. As far as I know, with the whole like Jesus can S my D, I think he says that was like 10 years ago in a heated debate. I mean, regardless, but definitely a spiritual battle at play, I think.
Yeah. So on what you said, Zave, about responding to what Jiren has been saying and stuff, we're going to do an open discussion on he's got like a list of 8 or 12 things or something like that. So on the last Tuesday of the month, we're going to be doing an open discussion. Like there was actually a recent roundtable by, I forget who hosted it, but it'll be similar to that, but we're going to go over all of the things on Jiren's list, which is primarily sky things, which some of them we have answers for, some of them is just wild speculation, and their answer is just ball curve. So it's like, okay, tomato, tomato. But like you were saying, we have mutually exclusive things like celestial theodolite, battle of the beams, circumpolar navigation never being manifested in the proper transformation when you look at the so-called satellite orbits and stuff, or the terrestrial navigation where they say that they went circumpolar navigating. And the one that Stone just put forward tonight, well, he added to an old argument, which is the shadow set argument. So now we have precise measurements and a triangle relationship, so we can draw out some angles to show that the sun is still well above the horizon to create the shadow in the first place, which was measured on Stone's wall. So we have, lots of things that show that the Earth is measurably flat with respect to even the stars, right? Because originally the null hypothesis was that it actually still stands in that regard, but using it for not telling you what the shape is but what it isn't. Well, the globe doesn't have a single elevation angle prediction for physical obstructions of all these things with respect to sea level. So guess what that means, lads? It's flat. So there's a lot to go over, but yeah, some of the stuff that he's put forward and kind of griping about is like, all right, like it's like a misunderstanding of XYZ, and it's like, how many people misunderstand XYZ about our arguments? Like, now I know there's like, you got to add priority to it because of the significance of who's having the misunderstanding now or whatever. But yeah, we're getting to it on the last Tuesday of the month.
He's real big on that apparent sun. He thinks that's BS.
It's apparent in his model too. That's a retarded position to take.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be sweet. Go ahead, Jim.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I I wanted to offer something that I don't know if anybody ever saw before, but you know, I love the debate over things, and it's almost like the Bible. It's going either way. Is it flat or is it round? And people, all Bible scholars everywhere, they're like, oh, well, circle actually means sphere. And